get you under my skin, yeah. You are a bad, bad man. Care about no one else but you under your skin, yeah.
Hi sisters, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now if you'll notice, we are not exactly in our normal filming location. I am currently at my front door, and that is because for today's brand new video, we are doing the one thing that you guys have been requesting for literal months, and that is the finished house tour. Now if you guys have not yet seen my video from Tuesday, make sure to click right up here because I teamed up with literally one of my favorite YouTubers of all time, Mr. K, and we decorated my entire house. Now, in case you missed it, I moved into a beautiful big house about 4 months ago now, and my life has changed so much for the better. Myself, my little brother, my friends, and my family are all able to come over here, relax, get some work done, and just feel so at home. And I literally am so beyond excited to finally have it fully decorated and looking so incredibly beautiful. And this home would definitely not be possible if it were not for you guys. So, like I promised at the end of last video, welcome to my finished house tour.
Wait, twist around. Let's make sure your foundation matches for a real one.
Does it?
Yeah, looks good. I just want to make sure.
Okay.
Because this is where you got caught last time.
That's so true.
Yeah.
So walking in to the front door of the sister sanctuary, we have a big open kind of like formal foyer, which I really, really love. You can basically open the front door and see all the way out to the backyard, which is like probably my favorite part of the entire house. Obviously, we're gonna walk all the way through it, but I just love the open floor plan. It makes everything feel so connected. On the first wall of the house, we put a beautiful, huge kind of circle mirror. So when you walk in, you can check yourself, make sure you look beautiful. Or if you're heading out for the day, you can quickly pop right back into the mirror and see if you still look sister snatched, which of course we do. It is my job. But as you can see in the background of this mirror is the first room of the house, the first thing you see when you walk in, and it is this beautiful formal living room that was actually completely styled by Mr. Kate and Joey. This was like the surprise room that they do for their little series. Oh my God, we're coming over. Favorite series literally in the entire world here on YouTube. But they basically locked off this entire room and decided to sister style it for me. When I first moved in and started decorating the house, this was literally the only room that I had absolutely no idea what to do with it. I know I kind of wanted it to be like a formal living space for when you first walk in, because I feel like that's how a lot of houses are, I guess. But I wanted to give it to the hands of Kate and Joey, who I absolutely trusted, and I trusted them for the right reason because this room literally looks so beyond beautiful. I feel like it is the perfect entryway into the sister sanctuary. So if you guys want to check out the full transformation, make sure to go check out the video on their channel. I'm going to link it down below. I absolutely love them, but if we do a quick little walkthrough, we have a beautiful little chaise lounge right here to just, you know, take your shoes off and relax after a long day of work. We also have a little table with a sister safety pin. Because of the earring that I always wear, I thought that was such a cute little detail. We have a fireplace to keep warm because it does get a little bit chilly here in the California nights. This beautiful piece of artwork that Kate and I did together as a little DIY project. And of course, this beautiful brand new shiny black baby grand piano. Oh my God, you guys, I am absolutely obsessed with this. This was actually gifted to me in secrecy by Linda Morphy, the founder of Morphy. Obviously, you guys know I did my palette with them, and this just means literally the entire world to me. Obviously, you guys know I do have such a huge passion for music and playing the piano. I of course have the one upstairs as well from Grayson, which we'll get into later, but working with the Morphe team on my palette collaboration has been literally like a dream come true, and I am so grateful to every single one of them, and the fact that they wanted to go out of their way to buy me such a beautiful and timeless gift that I can play every single day, like means the entire world to me. That is pretty much the formal living room all complete. Like I said, if you guys want full details, head over to Mr. K's channel, but if we move on to the next room of the house, we have the dining room, which I am so beyond excited to actually have in this house. Obviously, the center of this room is this huge table that we got from IKEA. I really, really like this table because it is so large and big and beefy and can fit so many people. When we first moved in, I really did not think that I was going to keep this because of the fact that this color of this wood is so similar to the color of the wood floors. But Mr. Kate suggested that we get a really cute carpet to kind of separate the two, and I really, really like how it turned out. We also got a farmhouse style dining chair set from Living Spaces, which I really, really like how it pulled it all together. And of course, a black bench over there as well for some more sister seating if we have a lot of people to kind of squeeze in. I honestly cannot remember where this light is from, but I do know that it is way cuter than the one that was there before, so I'm very, very excited about this little switch out. I think it really brought the whole room together and kind of continues the whole modern contemporary farmhouse vibe that we have going on. So that is pretty much the dining room where all of our family dinners happen. Like I said, so excited to finally have a space to all just enjoy and relax and eat really delicious food. Moving on to the next room, as you guys can see, we have this really large open entryway area, which I absolutely love. The ceilings in this house are so high up, and because of the fact that we have these railings and balcony up here, I can sing for a real one, and it echoes so nicely around the house. One of my favorite pastimes when I'm not working all day long. So if we actually take a little bit of a step backwards, this is what is called a mudroom, which apparently is not that common in California houses for some reason. The house that I grew up in upstate New York with my mom and dad and brother, obviously, did have an entire room dedicated to being a mudroom where we just like left our shoes and coats and jackets. And for some reason, just having this here just feels very, very nostalgic, and it's like a piece of home back here. I don't know why this area is just like kind of weirdly special to me, even though we literally just take our shoes off here, but it's the first thing you see when you come in from the garage, and that's the mudroom, I guess. And then next door to the mudroom is the sister's office. Now, this is definitely like the one room of the house that is still a little bit under construction, because recently my manager just quit his firm and now works for me full-time only, which is really fun, really fresh. We get so much work done, and I am so blessed to have him in my life. We just hired an incredible new assistant as well. And also my editor is in the process of moving out here to LA very, very soon, so we can work even harder on our videos and get them done faster, which is going to be such a huge weight off of mine and his shoulders. So we tried to make the office look as cute as we could for the sake of this video, but it's probably going to be changing a lot within the next few weeks. I will of course update you guys on Snapchat, and as well, I do kind of want to do a behind the scenes production type video later on. So of course, if that video goes up, you will see the finished office with my editor kind of walking you guys through it. But regardless, here we are. So the first thing that you see when you walk right into this room is this huge Sisters neon sign, which is probably blown out on camera. I'll make sure to insert a little overlay so you can see actually how good it is. But I am absolutely obsessed with this. Obviously, you guys know Sisters is like my entire brand, and this is the logo that we have on all the Sisters apparel pieces, which is my clothing line. And because of the fact that these windows are facing away from the sun, there's not a lot of natural light in this room at all. And the last thing that I want is everybody to be working in here kind of dull and dreary and like falling asleep during the day. So this is a beautiful light source just to kind of brighten the mood. Along these two walls, we just have a cute little L-shaped desk to sit and get work done. I custom made this out of different IKEA pieces. Of course, we have the iconic Alex drawers that literally every single beauty guru and their mother has in their house. They really are so convenient to use. And also these two tabletops with the legs below as well. Above the iMac, we have these two floating shelves, which Mr. K also picked up from IKEA. I really like how these look in the room, and it's just like a really cool way to just kind of store a few extra pieces and storage items. I keep some important files and different stuff in these boxes. And we also have some cool achievements here, like my People's Choice Awards and the Shorty Awards as well, which, by the way, really good plug here, perfect promo opportunity. We're actually nominated for YouTuber of the Year in the Shorty Awards this year, which is so incredibly cool. Last year we did win Breakout YouTuber of the Year, which is already such a huge honor, but I think we did this when we had like 2 or 3 million subscribers. Now we're at a good and fresh 14 million. So I feel like YouTuber of the Year is such an incredible and huge honor. If you guys want to vote for me, it would mean so much. You can vote every single day, and I'll leave the link in the description box down below. You guys continue to surprise me every single day at how much love and support you give me, and we are one of the fastest growing families literally on the entire platform, so I feel like we got this in the bag. So if you guys want to go vote for me for YouTuber of the Year in the Shorty Awards. And also vote for my best friend Drew, Lone Fox, in the house and home category. You're welcome for that.
Oh, I love that for me.
Final touches of the room, we do have these black rolling chairs for myself and my editor to sit at, but we also have these super cute little kind of hairpin stools as well, just so we can kind of sister spin around for a real one in here. And a lot of the meetings we do have are held in this room, so it's really good to have an extra seating area in case we have extra guests, or my lawyer or my assistant or somebody is joining us. And then finally, last but not least, on this wall, we have this TV screen that is live broadcasting our calendar. I've been wanting to do this for a very, very long time. I'm someone who lives my entire life by my calendar. I have to know what is going on at all times of the day. Super convenient to be able to walk right into the office and to look at the screen and see what is going on, what I need to do, what time I need to wake up, who I need to be on the phone with, and what is going on later on in the day that I may need to get ready for. And last but finally not least, as we head out of the office, we have a poster with my favorite quote in the entire world: "Work smarter, not harder." A quote to live by, sisters. Here is the wine cellar, which unfortunately is still not filled up. You guys know I am a sober sister and do not drink. I really wanted to fill this with Mexican Coke bottles because they're so cute and so vintage, and I also have a little bit of a severe addiction to them. But I could not find a bottle that is actually big enough that doesn't fall through these things. So if you have any suggestions, please let a sister know, because this is looking very empty and sad. Regardless, let's move into the kitchen and living room. Even though I personally do not do any cooking, well, I guess we do a little bit of baking. It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. The kitchen is probably the room that we spend most time in this entire house, and I love my kitchen. Not a whole lot has changed since the empty house tour video, but I do love how we decorated it. We just have a cute little vase, a lantern, and a little plant in the table, and also a very conveniently opened issue of Vogue Australia. Thank you to my assistant for doing that. There's me. We have this huge black planter behind the sink with 3 different snake plants in it. There is a huge, beautiful bay window that leads out into the backyard. So I think this is a really cool way to kind of separate the outside from the in with still like a living element, if that makes sense. I just really like it. We have this huge Viking professional fridge, and I thought I would show you guys it since we are pretty much fully sister socked right now. Love it, as you can tell. Lots of Red Bull because I need a whole lot of energy while I'm working all day long and not getting any sleep. Gatorade for Ian, lots of Coke for the addiction. Fiji water so you can stay nice and hydrated. Salsa, syrup for waffles in the morning. Lots of fruit, lots of apple slices, eggs, and other bits and bobs. So once we prepared our breakfast foods in the morning, we head over to the breakfast nook, which is right over here. It is just a simple round table that I got from IKEA and just 4 of the iconic white Eames chairs. I really like these chairs for some reason. I got them because literally every single interior designer ever uses these on Pinterest boards that I was following when I wanted to decorate my first apartment, and I just kept them ever since. Did I just do a chair review? 4.5 out of 5 would recommend. I have a little tray on the table from CB2 and also this plant that I got from Home Goods. Mr. Kate and I just replaced the old light that was here with this insanely gorgeous super black pendant light. It was gross and white encrusted before, and I think this just ties together the space so incredibly well. I just love how it looks. Behind the breakfast window, there is this huge bay window that leads out to the backyard area, which I'll get to in a second. Mr. Kate and I did decide to add some curtains to the area just to kind of add a more homey and comfortable vibe when you're eating breakfast. But I love how this window lets so much natural light in. Like I said, when you walk in the front door, you can literally see through the entire rest of the house. I feel like it just brings the whole house together. And last but finally not least, on the wall, we just have some typography posters that I custom made in Photoshop and got printed over at Staples. We have this one, good and fresh, for when you're eating your breakfast foods, and it's just so good and fresh. And then also this one from Andy Warhol at the Moderna Museum in Sweden. I like boring things. Flowing right in from the breakfast nook and outside, we have the living room, which once again, similar to the kitchen, me and my family spend a whole lot of time in, and this is by far one of my favorite rooms of the entire house. I am obsessed with how this room came out. I think it just pulled together so well. Obviously, the biggest piece of this room is the huge L-shaped sofa. This is literally the most comfortable couch in the entire world, and I've gotten so many questions asking what this couch is, and it is actually not the Cloud couch, which is like the couch that every single person ever buys. They are literally like $20,000, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my entire life. This one I actually got from Living Spaces, and it is the same exact thing, but it was a 1/5 of the price. And it was actually being discontinued, which leads me to believe that they may have been getting sued for copying. Not my problem. It is now here and we get to enjoy it. On the couch, we just have some different textures of pillows from Target, Home Goods, IKEA, CB2 as well. And then in the middle, we have this gorgeous coffee table that I am obsessed with. Before we actually redecorated it, there was a clear acrylic one in here, which I really like too, but we ended up moving it upstairs because of the fact that the couch is so big. We really needed a bit of a bigger coffee table to kind of anchor the whole room together. That was Mr. Kate suggested, and I really agree. And I am so obsessed with this little concrete and glass asymmetrical moment that we have it going on. On top of the table is just a few different coffee table books. We have Chanel, Louis Vuitton, and also the new Balenciaga collection as well. And just a super simple vase with some fake plants in it because I can't keep a real plant alive to save my life. Below the coffee table and couch, we have a good and fresh jute rug that Kate actually picked out. Now, if you guys remember in Tuesday's video, we were actually having a little bit of a dilemma when it came to this rug when the installation was first starting. I was really scared because it had been raining all week in LA and this carpet was looking very yellow, which is like my biggest design no-no. I hate tans, I hate yellows, but Kate convinced me to just wait it out and see how it all looked in the end. And now that the natural daylight is kind of floating in here and illuminating the room, I actually really like how the colors of this rug turned out, and I think it adds a beautiful texture to the room. Should have listened to her from the beginning, but it does go to show that the design process is never perfect, and sometimes you have to wait to the end to see the full picture. Speaking of pictures as well, we also have 3 prints here on this wall. We have another Andy Warhol one right there, another typography one that says "Good things take time" on the right, and then in the middle is this huge photograph that I actually took when I was on my trip to South Africa last year. This is an iPhone photo that we got printed on canvas and framed, and I just think it looks so stunning, and is a really nice break as well from the typography that you guys see going on a lot in the house. Behind me on this wall, we have, of course, the entertainment wall. There's a huge TV that we got from Costco right here on the wall. I'm not even sure how many inches that is. Oh, I love that sentence. Under the TV, we have a few different decor pieces, some books, and then also some Wii remotes and Xbox controllers for gaming during the day. And then we have 2 black massive shelving units on either side. I was very, very skeptical about these shelving units when I first kind of moved in here because I feel like they are very, very dark. But we just finished decorating them and putting all these different pieces on there from CB2, HomeGoods, Target, IKEA as well. And I really, really like how the shelves ended up looking fully styled. We tried to pick a lot of bright items such as different white decor pieces and also plants as well to brighten everything up from the black. And I'm obsessed with how the styling looks. And last but finally not least, we have this massive love sack right here that we just sit and chill on. And I threw a blanket and pillow over top. And I think that is pretty much the living room all complete. That is pretty much where we spend most of our time during the day. Let's head upstairs and I'll show you guys where we spend most of our time at night. Now if we start heading upstairs, all the light comes shining in and the lighting should look really good and beautiful and fresh. This is literally some of my favorite areas of the entire house because how bright it is and just how alive this whole area feels. When you first get to the top of the landing, this is the first wall that you see, and I just decided to put 2 more typography posters up here. We have this one saying "Be Yourself," and this one, once again from Andy Warhol, saying "All is pretty." Me. Along this entire wall is just more shelving units, just like the downstairs. I wasn't exactly sure what to do with these, but we did decide to turn these kind of awkward height little shelves into kind of benches, which I think is so cute, and they're really comfortable. We just got some sheepskin rugs from IKEA and some more pillows from CB2 and Target. And then this little area right here is where I get to take all my selfies during the day, because if you come this way, right here, oh, the sun's right there. It's a little bit early still to be taking my golden hour selfies, but at this angle, so good. If we just keep walking this way, we have this cute little desk area right here. Once again, more decor pieces. We have the original James Charles 100,000 subscriber plaque. So cool how far we've come. We'll be getting to that in one quick second. And then just this little desk area that we filled with some different colored pencils, Sharpies, of course some sister scissors if we're getting any crafting or work done. And usually my assistant will just leave his laptop right here during the day. This first door right here is the guest room where friends and family or different people will stay. I'm obsessed with this room. Just like how Mr. Kate did my front little living room, my best friend Drew actually did the same thing, but in this guest room. Over on his channel, Lone Fox Home, I think he did an incredible job styling it. So if you guys want to see how we turned a tiny little drab room into such a fabulous guest room, I'll leave the link down in the description box down below as well, but I'll give you guys a quick little overview. We have a massive California king size bed right here smack dab in the middle, and we decided to go for a kind of more darker gray sheet just because kind of all the bedding in the house is so white and bright, so we thought this would be a really cool contrasting piece, and I really like how Drew actually styled this. We just have some more dark gray, different textured pillows. This braided one is from CB2, this one is from Target, and I think these ones are just from HomeGoods. This adorable hanging mirror is actually a DIY project that Drew made out of an old belt and an IKEA tray over on his channel. I love how this looks above the bed. It is so freaking dope. Next to that, we just have those side tables from IKEA. And then over here, we just have this kind of strangely shaped shelf from Living Spaces. I really was not convinced on this one when Drew first showed it to me, but I think in the room with everything styled and on top of it, it looks so good. And then last but finally not least, we have this huge IKEA mirror right here. I'm obsessed with these. I think it is like this Stave mirror it is called. It is just large, so you can take your OOTDs, check your outfit, check your makeup before you head out. And that is the guest room all complete. Now heading out of the guest room, we get to head into probably my favorite room of the entire house where I get all my work done, the sister studio. But quickly before we head into there, I do want to show you guys something that I am very, very proud of. As you may or may not know, us YouTubers, when we hit certain subscriber milestones, get these things called plaques from YouTube. This was one of my biggest achievements, and I was so excited to get this in the mail for the first time, but It has been about 2 years now since we had 100,000 subscribers, and the family has grown just a little bit at least, to a good and fresh about 14 million, which I cannot thank you guys enough for. I am so blessed to have you guys watching and supporting me, and I wanted to kind of showcase that in the house in a very, very special way. So after 100,000, the next big milestone that you get a plaque for is 1 million, and it came with this little gold play button right here, but it was actually a dark gray background, so we decided to get this all reframed so it's nice and bright and white, very matching with the whole aesthetic. But after the 1 million plaque comes the 10 million plaque, and that is proudly displayed right here. I had an amazing and lovely dinner with a few of the YouTube executives a few weeks ago, and they actually gifted this to me live in person, which was such a cool and honorary moment. But when you get the 10 million plaque, it actually just comes like this as like a trophy. But I thought it'd be really cool to get it framed in the same exact shadow box that I was doing the 1 million in. So now they are matching and looking so cute right next to each other on the wall, and it is quite the glow up. Speaking of the sisterhood growing and a little bit of a glow up, if we head this way, right around the corner, we get to the best room of the entire house, the sister studio. If you're wondering, this door right here leads to Ian's room. It is not exactly aesthetically pleasing to this whole video, so I'm sure he'll do a room tour at some other point. You can watch his video for that. But this door right here leads to the sister studio. Come on in. As soon as I got confirmation that I was moving into this house, this room was literally the first project that I worked on, because I've always dreamt of having a room where I can get everything done, have friends and guests over and film comfortably, a room where my manager, assistant, videographer, editor, writer can all be in, and I won't feel cramped, and this room is exactly that. In the middle of this room, we have this brand new white dining table, actually, which is my new filming desk. As you guys remember, in my old one, I had a tiny little IKEA desk, which was so inconvenient to film in front of. You have no idea. All my stuff would always fly off of it, and it was impossible to film collabs in front of. So I'm so glad that I now have a massive space to spread all my makeup out on, so I can just concentrate on the filming production process. I keep a mirror on my table, a charger for my second phone that I take my selfies with, and then I just keep my brushes displayed on here as well for easy access. The James Charles X Morphe palette is also always here as well, because it is literally the only palette that I ever reach for. And also the iconic Sisters fan is here too, because when you're filming in front of bright lights, it definitely does get very, very hot. Behind me, I just have this white hanging backdrop roll. This one is from the brand Seamless. You guys know my YouTube backgrounds are always white. I don't know why, it's just very aesthetically pleasing. This bench right here, I believe, is from All Modern, and it is really, really comfortable, but we did order a different bench from the brand Article. It was just on back order, so it's not yet here. When the new bench does come in, I'm actually gonna put this bench below the 2 typography posters in the hallway. Apparently there's a chair here. Right now, I'm really not sure why. Over on this wall, we have the iconic Sisters bench that was custom made for me by my best friend, Ethan Dolan. He got this for my Christmas gift, and I am so grateful for it. It is so comfortable and chic. It is a beautiful black cushioned bench with Sisters cut out in the front, and it does have LED lights inside as well, so the Sisters is glowing, which is so cool. Right here, I just have my brand new Profoto D2 light, and also this beauty dish right here. I got this for myself as a Christmas gift this year, and I am so beyond excited, because I feel like my video quality is like the best it can possibly be, but my photography game definitely has a long way to go, and I'm very, very excited to learn and use literally the best of the best equipment. So that is just chilling right here until I kind of wheel it out to wherever I'm taking photos. There is a simple bathroom right here that my guests or I can use the bathroom while filming, or of course let any beauty blenders in the sink as well. I got these 2 super basic black director's chairs from Amazon, so my assistant or manager or writer or myself can sit back here and just feel very, very professional, like we're in an actual sister studio. And then speaking of sister studios, is this beautiful, insanely large acrylic sign that Mr. K and I actually got from Sign Makers here in LA. They custom laser cut all this together after I designed it on Photoshop, and I just think it turned out so dope. I think it is such a cool piece to kind of anchor the whole room together and remind everybody where they are here in Sister Studios. Now moving on to this wall, my makeup studio would not exactly be a makeup studio without makeup in it. And that is what is inside these double closets right here. Hallelujah! This is pretty much where I keep all the makeup products that I use for my videos. They are all organized into little clear shoe acrylic organizers. I got this technique from Desi Perkins, so shout out to her. Down here, I just keep pretty much all the excess stuff. I definitely like to keep the boxes of all the different equipment stuff that I buy, just in case something is not working or if something breaks. I can read through the manual and figure out why and how to fix it. Here I just keep the Morphe X James Charles PR box just to remind myself of what incredible collection we created. I usually keep extra camera stuff right up here, except I'm filming on my extra camera today. would normally be right here. And then at the very, very top, I just keep all of my beautiful wigs so I can pick one out and just look stunning and beautiful if I'm doing a drag look or just taking a fun Instagram picture or hanging out with friends. Last but not least, probably the most important part of the sister studio, what makes everything happen, is the different camera equipment that I have. And that is pretty much all right here in the center of the room. Now, if you may have noticed, pretty much the entire room is filled with this like strange metal cage and all these poles right around the ceiling. And what this is for is basically so I can hang all of my different equipment pieces from the ceiling. And what that does is basically open up the entire room so people can actually walk around and not have these ugly stands literally taking up the entire floor space. Now, I do really want to do a video documenting the behind the scenes process of what it actually takes to make a YouTube video. Everything from just thinking of a simple idea, turning it into a full-on concept, actually sitting down and filming the video, and then fully editing it and getting ready to post. If that's something that you guys would be interested in, please let me know. I think it could be so cool. And if I was to do that video, I would like to do kind of like a full equipment tour. I've shown the different equipment and stuff that I have on Snapchat a few times now, and it seemed like a lot of you guys are very interested in that. So please let me know. But to summarize here, we have basically a diffusion sheet that makes the light very soft. I just got this brand new light panel that hangs from the ceiling and is literally the brightest thing in the entire world. We have my massive camera and lens right here that sit on my tripod to get the perfect angle. My microphone is wired right to here so I can make sure to turn it on and never lose the audio, like has happened several times at this point. And to make sure that we also have a pair of headphones that stand right here as well so you can hear it and make sure that it is on. Once the camera is on and rolling, I have this monitor right here so anybody watching behind the scenes can see exactly what is going on. And then we also have one last monitor that is in front, so when I'm sitting behind the camera filming a video, I get to see exactly what you guys are seeing. Hi sisters, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So yeah, you guys, that is pretty much the sister studio all complete. Like I said, let me know if you guys want a more in-depth studio tour of all the equipment that I use and the behind the scenes process of making a YouTube video. I feel like that would be so much fun and I would love to show you guys what it actually looks like and how much work goes into it, and also just let my nerd self come out and talk about the different equipment and technology. Let me know in the comments down below. But without further ado, let's head into the last and best room of the entire house, the master bedroom. Before we walk in, we have literally my favorite thing that I own in the entire world, and that is my family photo. I did go ahead and post this on Instagram, so you guys may have already seen this picture and everybody inside of it. But basically, when I had my Morphe x James Charles launch party, it was my first time ever having my California family and my actual like birth family, my mom and my dad that you guys have all met, in the room at the same time. And I hired my favorite photographer, Brandon Ledby, who did all of my campaign images, to take a family photo. Actually getting everybody to stand still and smile for this photo was probably one of the most difficult things I've ever done in my entire life, but we did do it in literally one shot out of the entire ones that we took, and it is beautiful and it is framed, and I get to look at this every single night before I go to bed and just say I love you to all the most important people in my entire life. Oh, every time I look at this photo, I like start tearing up. Oh, it just means a lot, and I'm so glad that it is right here. Moving on, we have two double doors right here that lead to the master bedroom. Now, as soon as you walk into the room, there are actually two doors on the left and the right, and that is where my closets are. It is supposed to be like a his and hers type of closet, but it's just a sister and sister closet because it's literally just me living here. But this is pretty much the closet where I keep all of my like more kind of nice pieces. Moving over across the hall, this is my more like athleisure type of closet. It's just like everyday type of pieces. I have all my hoodies and tops organized by color. The white stuff is here, gray, black, and then the occasional few color pieces that I do happen to own are up here. I have all my different t-shirts on the bottom row, and then I like to keep my sister's apparel stuff right here for super easy access. So walking out of the closet, we get to the actual master bedroom, which is literally my favorite area in the entire house. I could not imagine this coming out literally any better, and I am so blessed and lucky that I get to go to sleep here every single night. As you guys saw in Tuesday's video, before this kind of whole house transformation started with Mr. Kate, the only things that I had in this room were a mattress and also a leather poof from my old closet in downtown. So it was definitely time for a full room makeover, and we had to fill this up to actually feel like a master suite. So I got this bed from Get Laid Beds in the UK. I love the name. Unfortunately, hasn't happened yet, but who knows? Maybe 2019 is my year. Probably not. This quilt my best friend Drew actually made by sewing together a bunch of different textured patterns, which I love how it turned out. I think it looks so freaking cute. And then once again, we just have a ton of different textures of pillows. This one was a DIY project as well. This one was from CB2. I think this is from Home Goods. This is the bed. It is literally so comfortable, and I love waking up here every single morning. It just feels so bright and lively, and I'm like actually excited to start my day, which is rare, I feel like, for a lot of people. If we roll off the bed this way, just love that little action that just happened, we have the Sisters piano, gifted to me by one of my best friends, Grayson Dolan, just like Ethan's bench in the beauty room. Grayson got this for me for our Christmas video, and it's probably my favorite gift that I've ever received from anybody. I started bawling, crying whenever he revealed it to me. Obviously the twins have a very, very special place in my heart, and the fact that they went out of their way to do this stuff literally was just like insane. I have this proudly displayed in my master bedroom, so I can now play piano on both floors of the house and serenade any boys that I may have over. Although that would maybe scare them off. Coming over this way, speaking of having boys and other friends over, in the middle of the bedroom is this beautiful living space, which I am so excited about because obviously I did not really know what to put in here because there was literally just a poof in here before. But since there was so much space, Mr. Kate and Joey suggested that we should make it into a kind of like formal living room in the bedroom, and I love how it turned out. Oh my God, I feel like this just looks like so good. The couch, this side table, both of these chairs, and the acrylic coffee table that was once downstairs were all from CB2, and I love how this area all came together. Now there is so much space for all my friends and I to sit down and chill, watching TV by the fire and keeping it nice and warm. Also, speaking of fire, we have these super cute iron fireplace tools, and also this little log rack, even though this fireplace is 100% electric and we can't even open it up anyway, but it's for the aesthetic purposes of it all. And last but finally not least, we just have this shelving unit, once again similar to the ones downstairs. It's all black, so we just tried to pick some more lighter pieces in lots of different texture and shapes to kind of bring it all together. I'm not really sure why, but I feel like this shelf is like my favorite one of the entire house. Walking over this way, we have another huge selfie mirror, same exact one that was in the guest room. Same purpose, taking cute little OOTD pics, and I love how this whole background of the bedroom and the sitting area looks, especially with the light in the upper corner. You just get to check your makeup, make sure that you still look flawless and good and fresh, and we've looked better. We looked better in the guest room, but it's okay. We're just gonna forget about it and move on and hope that the YouTube quality saves us. That is pretty much all of the master bedroom all complete. And last but not least, let's head into the master bathroom where I get to sister shower. Basically, this entire back wall is all a mirror, which I really like. There is so much space to get ready in here. I can be brushing my teeth, my friends can be getting ready and doing their hair all along this countertop space, which is so convenient. I keep all of my toothbrushes and hair supplies and different skincare stuff all right here on a little tray, and all these drawers are basically just filled with personal care items, which you definitely don't need to see. The master bathtub is right here where I get to sit and just take my baths and kind of relax. I don't actually think I've taken a single bath in this house yet, but it is on my bucket list, and I do have some bath bombs at the ready for a nice and relaxing night. And then of course we do have a major shower here as well, which is literally the best thing in the entire world. Oh my God. You can fit 800 people in here. Not like there's ever gonna be anyone in here with me, unfortunately, but it is so fun. We have the regular shower head and also the rain shower as well, which is just so fun for a full showering experience, if you will, I guess. The acoustics in here are pretty good and fresh, so there's lots of concerts going on in the shower as well. Can you see the rainbow? Mm-hmm. Love that.
It's so
is it
cool.
right there?
Yeah. Just a little reminder that you are in fact gay.
I think they knew. All right, you guys, and that is pretty much the master bathroom all complete, which means the master bedroom is all complete, which basically means I think we are pretty much done with my house tour. Oh my God. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and like all the decor and stuff that we came up with. I have never been happier in my entire life. It is truly the best feeling in the entire world to have a beautiful, fully decorated house that I get to wake up in every single morning, that I get to get work done in, and that I get to invite friends and family over to create memories every single day. And this would not be possible if it were not for you guys. So thank you so much. Well, you guys, I really hope you enjoyed my finished house tour video. I am very proud of myself for actually getting it done and not waiting until literally the week before I move out in a few years. So I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up down below. It means so much to me. And also as well, please don't forget to click that subscribe button if you have not already. Come join this sisterhood. We are over 14 million sisters strong, and I would absolutely love to have you join the family. If you'd like to follow me on my makeup journey, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. They're both just James Charles. Charles. My Snapchat for more behind the scenes stuff is James Charles with an extra S after Charles. This video's sister shout out goes to sister Maya. Thank you so much, love, for always following and supporting. You know I love you literally so much. And if you would like to be the next video's sister shout out, don't forget to always retweet video links and go live on Twitter, and also turn on my YouTube post notifications. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one.
I let you
Bye!
under my skin, yeah. You are a bad man. Care about no one else but you under your skin, yeah. It's just a sad man, don't have